Hey guys, what's up? This is Alexander530 and I'm bringing you in a how-to video. So, I am probably going to get the planted aquarium sometime next week. I know I told you guys I would probably get it maybe last week. But yeah. Well, let's start with the food and stuff. Okay, so, sorry it's so dark, but for the tropical fish food, I use Tetracolor tropical flakes, and they really help to bring out the color in a lot of my fish. And they also provide lots of nutrients for them. I also like to use Tropical Flakes by Aquarium. They also work good, but I would recommend either these or Tetracolor. There's other flakes made by Tetra that I don't really recommend. Well, yeah, I guess any flake food is fine as long as it, like for a tropical aquarium, you wouldn't get goldfish food. Okay, so shrimp pellets for my Corridor catfish, or for African dwarf frogs and other things that are pretty small. You can feed them this. Let's see if I can. It's really dark. Yeah, they look like that. Oh gosh, I just had the light right there. Okay. They look sort of like little pellets and stuff. Shrimp pellets. And then, if you have a Plecostomus, Ottos, or omnivores or herbivores, I recommend mini algae wafers made by Hickory. The three brands I recommend are Aquarium, Tetra, and Hickory for food and that stuff. Aquarium and Tetra more for that, all that stuff you need to care for your aquarium. Okay, so yeah, mini algae wafers for Plecostomus. I use them more for Plecostomus and Ottos. So next, for conditioning the water, I recommend AquaSafe or AquaSafe Plus. It's made by Tetra, one of my trusted brands, and this stuff works great. It is 5 milliliters or 5 milliliters per 10 gallons. And I put it in my aquarium every 2 weeks, and you also use this when setting up a new aquarium. I have Prime as an emergency, like, backup conditioner. I mainly use AquaSafe. Sorry it's so dark. But, and then I also use Prime. Prime is like when I run out and I don't want to run to the store, I'll just use Prime, and I'll go to the store maybe later that day. It always helps to have a backup. So, next you're going to know how to treat sick fish. So, mostly, like the most common infections that I have, although I haven't had any recently in my aquarium, are ick and velvet. I use CopperSafe. I take the fish out, put it in a different aquarium, and treat it with this. I take it out because it has a live plant. It has some live plants in there that I don't want to hurt. Okay. Just put these away. And other things that I don't recommend are algae fix. One day I put in my aquarium because of all that algae. Next day, bam, dead fish. All the water parameters, not deadly, perfect. Temperature, perfect. And also water clarifier, same thing. You could use it, but it has to be very little or none. at all. And also for treating sick fish, you can use aquarium salt. But if you have angelfish like I do, I would recommend that you take the sick fish out and treat it in a different aquarium, because angelfish do not like salt, any kind of salt. So yeah, any South American or African cichlids, I wouldn't really recommend them. Okay, so now to the technical side. I'm pretty sure I covered everything. I'll cover breeding later. You need a filter, a suitable filter. I'm just showing you the inside because the outside is super dark. This is a Aquarium Quiet Flow filter rated for a 40-gallon aquarium. My aquarium is 38 gallons. And it works really well. So, no, you can't. Okay. Then I have it like that a little. I have the water level down. I have to fill it, but it's also one good reason. The filter, the water coming out of it, picks up a lot of oxygen and it throws it into the water. Now, you're going to need a heater. Sorry about all that noise that my family is making. But yeah, you're going to need a heater. I believe the rule is 50 watts per gallon. I don't really know that rule because I don't really worry about heaters that much anymore, because that was way back when you had to set up your aquarium. So yeah, if you have tropical fish like I do, freshwater tropical is they can tolerate 75 to 82 degrees, but sometimes discus like it warmer, so I'd recommend turning it up to 88 if you do have discus. Breeding temperature for discus is probably 88, and for angelfish it's just normal, like other egg layers, it's just 82, but just make sure you have no big temperature drops. And a thermometer, I have one right there and one right there. The one that's in the water works the best, obviously. I guess the temperature direct. Right now the temperature is 82 degrees, perfect for my freshwater tropical aquarium. Okay, next you're gonna need a light hood. My light came with the aquarium, so I don't know what it is, but if you do have live plants, you do need special lighting. So yeah, that's what it looks like under. And I think planted aquarium light sticks. I recommend either ones that are made of mercury or the specially designed hoods for plants. Now, if you do want to breed fish and make some money, to feed the baby fish, first bites is your best hope. I fed first bites to my angelfish batch, which mysteriously disappeared in a egg in a net breeder. I don't know how. I didn't find any remains, but there were no fish swimming in there the second day. But yeah, first bites is good stuff. Next, if you have live beers or any mean fish, you could put them in a breeder box. It looks like that. I recommend these if you do have live breeders. I'm planning on getting some mollies, guppies, and platies swordtails soon, so I'm definitely going to need to bring that out. So yeah, now to the ornaments. Now, the ornaments have to be thoroughly cleaned. I clean them outside with the hose, and then I boil some water, and I pour it in a bucket, and I put the ornament or rock in there. So, you need small plants. I have a couple big ones in there just because, you know, they look better. Like, I don't want it to take up is a bunch of space down here, and then there's only a little bit of space up here. And I don't want it to look so plain, so yeah. If you do have live plants, you need a special substrate. This plant is live, but I have fertilizer cubes in there. It's not doing pretty good. Like there's algae growing on it. But I'll probably get the special substrate maybe next week or during this weekend. So, you're also going to need some driftwood for them to hide in. Fish love driftwood, especially if they come from rivers and lakes. You're going to find a lot of driftwood and tree roots, so you have to make sure you have at least one piece of driftwood, goldfish, and koi. I don't really think you need that much driftwood or that many ornaments because they were invented, well, they weren't invented, but they were bred to be what they are now in China, where they were just in aquariums, plain aquariums. So you don't really need any ornaments for that, for them, but like in a pond, you don't need any ornaments. But for like other fish, you probably would need ornaments and hiding places and stuff. Like even if you have a bare gravel and just like a little pot in there, perfect place for a fish to hide in. Next, you're going to need some lava rocks. Lava rocks actually help to filter the water. They take in all that water and they give off nutrients that a lot of fish, well, that the water likes, or the water needs and stuff. So yeah. But other than that, if you have sensitive fish like dwarf frogs, sensitive invertebrates like dwarf frogs, you have to get silk plants. I would either recommend silk plants, live plants, or no plants at all. So pretty soon I'm hoping that to plant this aquarium. I'm trying to decide whether I use fluorite or organic Miracle Grow, but so far I think fluorite's winning. So yeah. Last thing, you're gonna need a substrate. If you have blackfish like I do, or like those, I wouldn't recommend gravel like this because it like reflects a lot of light and the blackfish absorb it. Those, they kind of camouflage. My cousin, she just saw them today and I've had them for years. So definitely, if you're using live plants, I would recommend a black substrate to absorb more light for the plants. And have like a little area, like if you have Coriodoras, I'd recommend like a little area like for them, but I'll mention all my aquascaping tips later. So yeah, that pretty much concludes this video. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and thanks for watching.